What we today call early church history is not a balanced account. It is an archive written, edited, and transmitted exclusively by one single faction, the Pauline faction. All other voices have been silenced, lost, or overwritten. Here is what remains after the winner's filter. Timeline, 36 to 39 AD. The key event that founds the entire Pauline construct, the appearance of the risen Christ to Saul, Paul, on the Damascus Road, is attested by only one person, Paul himself, in 3 accounts in Acts and 4 of his letters. There is no independent testimony from any of the other apostles, no letter from Peter, James, or John confirming the episode. The only document narrating the event is written 40-60 years later by Luke, Paul's disciple and traveling companion. The opposing side left not a single line. Timeline 40-48 AD, the period in which Paul claims to have received his gospel directly from Christ and spent very little time in Jerusalem. Again, the only source is Paul himself, Galatians 1:11-24. There is no document from Jerusalem confirming the visit or the content of any conversations. All archives of the Judeo-Christian community in Jerusalem will be destroyed in 70 AD. Only the accounts written by Paul's people survive. Timeline 50 AD, the so-called Council of Jerusalem. The event is known from exactly 2 sources, Galatians 2, written by Paul, and Acts 15, written by Luke, Paul's collaborator. Both versions are produced by the Pauline camp and present the outcome as a total victory for Paul. There is no evidence from James, no official letter from the Jerusalem church confirming or contradicting the version. All official records of the council vanished. Only the winner's narrative remains. Timeline 51 to 61 AD. Paul himself admits in his own letters that he is massively contested. Super apostles, false brothers, the circumcision party, those who trouble you. We do not know their names. We have none of their letters. We have no account of their position. Everything we know about them comes exclusively from Paul's counter-arguments. His opponents never gained access to parchment or copyists that survived. Timeline 62-63 AD Asia Minor. Paul himself acknowledges in 2 Timothy 4:14-16 that all Asia has turned away from me. The 7 churches of Revelation 2-3 are precisely the churches Paul claimed to have founded. In 62-63, they reject him completely. We have no letter from them explaining why. Instead, in the same window, non-Pauline tradition records that John takes over spiritual authority in Ephesus and Asia. The only document that survives from that camp is Revelation, a text that never quotes Paul, never uses his language, and explicitly condemns those who claim to be apostles and are not. Revelation 2:2. Timeline 63-70 AD. The physical disappearance of the last generation that had seen Jesus. Peter and James are executed. The Jerusalem church flees to Pella and vanishes from history after 70 AD. All its archives are lost in the burning of Jerusalem. From this moment on, the only documents massively copied are the 13 Pauline letters, Luke's Acts, plus the Gospels, which will be selected and edited in the 2nd century by bishops from the Pauline lineage. Historical result: by the year 100 AD, there no longer exists a single manuscript, letter, or written testimony from the communities that rejected Paul. Only texts written by Paul's people or by those who accepted his version remain. The Ebionites, Nazarenes, and other Judeo-Christian groups will be declared heretical in the 2nd-4th centuries, and their writings systematically burned. This is the exact strategy of the little horn in Daniel 8:12. It was given power against the continual sacrifice through transgression. It threw truth down to the ground, and it prospered in everything it did. It did not come with an army. It came with parchments, copyists, bishops, censorship, and fire. It burned the losers' archives and rewrote history with its own documents. It replaced the direct testimony of those who had seen Jesus with a narrative built around one single man who never knew him according to the flesh. Thus, the world was converted, not by the truth of Jesus, but by the gospel that one Hellenized Pharisee managed to impose through texts, institution, and fire. This is the history we have, not because that is how things happened, but because that is how those who wrote it and burned everything else wanted it to be remembered. In the next episode, we'll see how philosophy reshaped history once again, on a scale the world had never witnessed before.